keeps going on, and the melody of my escape, vibration of my soul, it sends me to the beat. Without no regret, you got no love. Without no love, you got no regret. Without no regret, you got no love. A melody where I belong in this life.
Welcome to T-Boys TV. We're back again with another Hat Show. That's all it's been on the channel at the moment. But yeah, we're back again with another one. We was actually going to do it tomorrow, but we thought we might as well just do it today instead. So yeah, obviously, bloody hell, I can't speak. Episode 47 of the Hat Show. And as you can see, we're so looking forward to the season. Obviously, it was announced yesterday. I announced I'm getting my West Ham ticket, or I've got my West Ham ticket, sorry. Going with two others as well. And yeah, it'll be a good one. Be a good one. We need a front as well. So yeah, hopefully try and get some pictures of some players and maybe even some West Ham players as well. But yeah, like always, I'm joined with my dad. How are you, Dad?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, all good, all good. And obviously in today's episode, we'll talk about our game that we literally just had not too long ago. We can't really analyse it much because there was no ways of watching it. But obviously we know the score and that sort of thing. Quick prediction for Northampton. And then obviously we'll talk about the two signings we've done since the last episode. So, yeah, but I'll go through some comments first. Obviously, Huddersfield, you know, it's not looking good. Obviously, manager gone. A lot of the, you know, other players might go as well. It's not looking good there. And obviously, Blue Terrier, Hoyle out. Not happy at all. Big up Blitzing Raider. He says, can't wait. And big up yourself as well, Blue Terrier. And big up Jack. He says, hello. Hello, mate. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So, like I said, we'll briefly talk about the Bravo game. But like we said, we can't really analyse it because we haven't seen it. But obviously, 1-2-1 come from behind. Goals from Piera and Cornick. Cornick's goal sounded like it was a header. And obviously, that was what won the game. But good to see Piera scoring, isn't it, Dad?
Well, it's good to see him there more than anything. It's good to see him training with the squad. You know, he might still go out on loan, but I just think he should be given more of a chance now. You know what I mean? He's been out on loan for a bit. I know he's still young, but he was already on the fringes possibly before. You know, and we signed him for that. When we first signed him, I was like, yeah, he's a decent player, man. So I feel it'd be his benefit if he, you know, I don't know what type of goal it was or whatever, but you know, he's gone there, he's on the score sheet, whatever.
Gonna have confidence.
Yeah, let's hope that he's in the next game as well. Yeah, if he shows something, he could well be in the squad. You know, the squad. That's what I want. We want to see him. You know what I mean? We only saw a little bit of him against Stevenage, wasn't it?
Yeah, Stevenage.
Come on, dancing around players like they weren't there, and that is he's a good player, man.
Yes.
You know, we need to keep hold of him. We need to give him opportunities. It's all right getting these younger players, but sometimes you need to give them a bit of opportunities. That's why they come there in the first place, isn't it? But we'll see. But I'm pleased, yeah.
No, absolutely. Hopefully soon. I don't know if I've said it on the channel before, but hopefully I might be getting a little bit of my shirt signed by him as well. So if that is the case, I might display it up in the background. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, no, definitely good to see him, you know, playing and that sort of thing as well. And obviously, from what I've, you know, like I said, we haven't seen it properly, but Cornick's goal, you know, it just sounds like a typical Cornick goal, really, just being in the right place. Does score a few headers every now and then. But it's good. It's good. Unbeaten in pre-season so far, Dad. Do you know what I mean?
No, yeah. You know, it's we just come back. I think it was just a warm-up thing, you know.
And you got to think, you know, it's, you know, we're somewhere else a bit different as well.
I think there was rolling substitutes, isn't it? Well, you know what I mean? There was you know, they kept making substitutes every 15 minutes or something, I think. I'm not sure, but you know, just a warm-up game. You know, if we'd have lost, would you have said anything?
No, it's only a friendly.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, like it'd be nice to have a look at some of the highlights just to see, like, you know, how, you know, because you can see certain things in training or friendlies, like if someone's on it, you know what I mean? Like me, I reckon Cornick's just going to carry on where he left off last season. He had a pretty decent season. And he actually scored some very good goals as well, and he's looking more.
Like we said a lot last season, he's improved on his shooting.
Yeah, massively as a player. Like he's matured a lot as well, and I think we might even see possibly the best of him this season. I wouldn't be surprised, you know. You know, that's happened before. Do you remember when with Justin and Stacey, and there was both interest, and we were going one. We was like, I prefer. I think at the time maybe Stacey was playing better.
Yeah,
and we said something. You know, we all thought that he would be the one going, or the other way around. Do you know what I mean? And with, you know, no one's saying. And I was like, I think he's just. I think people were interested in Justin. Say similar to Adebayo, like no one was really looking at, like, you know, Stacey that much, and then all of a sudden it's a similar thing, and I think that could happen with Cornick as well. Everyone's expecting Adebayo to like go, and someone will just come in and go, yeah, I want him, you know, because he's got a lot about him as well.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of pace. He's got a lot of pace.
I've said it before his finishing. For me, he's got everything else good to his game. For his, you know, his position and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's where I'll stand on it. But, you know, like I've said, a game where his standout that he improved his finishing was Millwall away. You know, 2-0, scored a bottom corner finish and a top corner finish.
Yeah, he scored a couple of goals like that.
Even the one you got to see on the intro against Chelsea. You know, one-on-one, clinical.
Yeah, right into the corners and stuff. Yeah, you can see that he's definitely improved on that. Before he'd panicked, even when he'd done the goalkeeper, like before he might have won it off of him, but then he might have spooned it or put it wide under the pressure. But he don't. He's so I'm saying, he's matured as a player. You can see how happy he is at the moment. He's playing the best football probably. I think there's more to come from him. So
absolutely, definitely. But yeah, we'll go through some comments again. I totally agree with this comment. Big up Blue Terrier says Luton's recruitment is looking good. No doubt in my mind that you'll get playoffs. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think it will be harder to get playoffs than last season, but I still believe we will. We finish higher and higher each season. You know, we've got a better squad than last year, in my opinion. So I can't see why not. What about you, Dad?
We've definitely got a better squad. But, you know, sometimes having a better squads in the Championship doesn't count. As you've seen plenty of times, you know, well, with that squad they should be doing this and they don't. But the difference with us is when it comes to some of them squads, they're all like ex-Premier League players or just got relegated, or, you know, they're getting £15,000 more a week than Luton players, and that they're expected to do it. It's kind of like that. We're still not kind of expected to do it, but we know we've got a better squad. And it's improved year on year. You know, we've got so many players at our disposal now. It's unbelievable. Like, and a lot of that is to do, as I said before, with the 5 substitutes thing. Everyone's panicking. Oh, Adebayo's going. He ain't going. Right? You know, we've got to try and
come out and said he's not going.
Yeah. A lot of people say, oh yeah, he's going to say that anyway. But, you know, with Luton, I feel it's like
said it with confidence.
Kind of different. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure that is the case. And he might go eventually, but we've signed extra. We've already covered for that, so we don't get caught. If he suddenly went in January for silly amounts or something, then we've got cover for that at the moment. So we're recruiting, you know, and we even tried to keep Hilton, you know, as well. Maybe we wouldn't have signed Morris if that was the case. But it's all if it's, you know, different. If this, if that, you know, what if we didn't keep Jerome? What, you know. So we just recruit him well and in vital areas that we needed to. I still feel there's a couple of signings to come. The goalkeeping department.
Yeah, it's got to be someone who can play on the right side, isn't there?
Yeah, so we've sorted the goalkeeping department out.
Yep.
We've got another coach as well. Before that. Offensively, we don't need too much now. Midfield, probably maybe
one more, maybe.
Yeah, but it depends. Like if some players don't go out on loan or whatever.
Yeah.
Strike forwards, we've covered, mate. I think we're covered now.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, mainly, like I say, it's just another option for the right side of defence.
Definitely, yeah.
Agree. That's it, really, for me. Potentially midfielder, like you said, it depends, what else goes on. So.
Yeah, but like and we've lost Naismith. That's it. So that's the only player we've lost, right? And players that have gone, whatever. So he didn't, he was decent enough, but he wanted first team.
He wanted first team, and it was always going to be difficult when you got James Free.
Mm-hmm. So. We've recruited better. Like we've still got the same manager, the same philosophy, same will to win. Like that's not going to suddenly go. It could be harder, but I think we had it very hard last season. Like with all the injuries and everything like that. We don't have that this time, and we've got this squad of players, and we've got 5 substitutes. I don't see us.
Yeah, that's a good point. 5 subs.
I see us like faltering that much.
No.
It can't. I'd expect at least the same position as last season. Probably a little bit more comfortable this time, though.
Yeah.
That's what I can't.
Like we've said plenty of times, Sonny Bradley, for example, our captain, played 19 games.
No, like Brentford, you don't just suddenly, when they were trying to go up, they were always there or thereabouts. They was in the playoffs a couple of times and they got heartbreak and that, and eventually they went up.
They've done it,
I think we're like that. I don't think we're going to drop. It's got to be big disruption at your club for that to happen. And even then, it don't happen. Teams still don't necessarily, they just linger around mid-table. I think we just got recruited too well. We've run too well for that to happen, man.
Yeah.
It's just at the moment, and that's it. That's the philosophy we've been looking at, and we're here for a reason. I'm saying. So the naysayers are like, nah, they ain't going to be up there again. No chance, man. They were lucky last season. Do you know what I mean?
These people just don't, they just don't actually look at what we're doing or what we have done or what we've had to deal with.
When
I say deal with, I mean injuries.
Exactly, like 11 goalkeepers. Just left. Everyone's dropping like flies in games. Wasn't it? It was.
Like I remember when we played Huddersfield, the league game. Ruddock and Lansbury both got injured that game.
Yeah. So forgetting that, and some results didn't go away like they do for a lot of teams, but sometimes we got done a bit. We could have finished even higher. So we're not lost players. We've not got no financial nonsense going on in the background. We're able. The owners, we've got a stable. The manager is everything around. That's it. Bottom line. If you start sacking your manager and whatever, so I wouldn't expect anything else, to be honest with you, than a top 6 finish.
I'll totally agree. I'm not. If it slips out and I say where I think we'll go, then obviously it will. But obviously I am planning to do a championship prediction, so I don't want to say too much. But yeah, I'm the same. That's something I never mentioned, the injury part. I just say I base it on how we've been progressing every year, and I just can't see why it's not going to happen again with the signings we're doing. That's where I stand on it. But yeah, 3-2 Luton. Is that Northampton's nickname, isn't it? If I'm correct.
Bobblers, yeah.
Yep, so there you go. That is Jack's prediction for that. Obviously, we'll get into that. No lager, no party. Birmingham related. I just hope we prove people wrong and stay up at least like 5 places above relegation, and especially with what's going on. I think we said it on the last one, didn't we? We was talking briefly about other clubs at the end and that sort of thing, and we said Birmingham, they're doing one little step of progress in getting rid of the manager. I've heard they've done a few signings as well this week, I believe.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out. I haven't checked.
And from what I've heard, but Birmingham fans are happy with them signings. So yeah, but yeah, Don Luton, massive club, what a win! Obviously, he's on about the Bravo game. Oh dear, yeah, exactly. We like being the underdogs. Keep underestimating us.
You've got to be a fool if you think even just the amount of strike potentially just goals we can get from our attacking players is ridiculous, mate.
Yeah.
Include everyone in that. Jerome, if he carries on playing like he did at the end of last season, he has to start, mate. The amount of assists he was just getting, obviously I'm aware of his age and that, but then he's not going to play every game. But if he can have that form when he comes on or whatever, it's a squad thing. That's just him. Let alone Adebayo, who was in it, got tired towards the end of the season. He's got a lot more back. We're not so reliant on him now. We was reliant a bit on him last season, especially when Cornet got injured. So that ain't nowhere near the case this season. That was an area, I think, because remember the amount of games we were dominating and had chances and chances and chances, and you can't just this time, Woodrow, put it away. Morris put it away. That's some type of, especially Woodrow, is that type of player.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's going to happen this season. Defenses are strong. The defense, Bell looks brilliant. They're both going to be decent. They're not going to suddenly, they might have a dip in form or whatever. But then again, we're covered. I think even Potts would be all right. I was thinking that.
Club, you know what I mean? I know we've said our stuff before, but I was actually thinking that. Because you got to think, would he be the so-called second? I don't even think he would. It'd be that Alfie Doherty, wouldn't it? Or Doherty. I can never say his surname yet. I'll get used to it, people. But because
I think maybe. Yeah, maybe Doherty. Yeah.
Yeah, I always butcher it, but yeah.
I think it's more of a Bell type player, though.
But, yeah, that's what I mean. So Bell will be starting, and I think they'll.
Bell can go play. Be more defensive. Yeah, as long as he's, if he's just got to sit there and chill and just mark his man, he'll be fine, I reckon.
Yeah.
But we've just got the quality, more quality, and it ain't like we signed, some League Two players again, like Mendes Gomez, and that hasn't quite worked out. I feel like he might get more of an opportunity this season. I think he just found to step up a bit too much, to be honest. But he's obviously got the quality.
Yeah. Well, we've seen it in games.
But we can afford to prize these players from teams that have just been in the Championship, and the season before that helped get Barnsley into the playoffs with their goals. And we got arguably a better squad than that. So again, we should be aiming for nothing less than the top 6, and clearly the club is aiming for that. That is what they are aiming for.
Yeah, they've come out, haven't they, Nathan Jones?
So, they're not. Then it's not like this. We'll see what happens, and then later on, we was always going for that. And they probably was, but this time they're going to be saying this is what we're going for.
Yeah,
maybe that will bring a little bit more pressure to them, but we thrive under that sometimes. So,
facts.
It's good psychology going on there.
Yeah, no, definitely. Newsflash, big up yourself. He's liking the 2 Luton flags. Obviously, both got one. But yeah, no, it's only right. I just tried to see if this is true. This is a little bit gutting if that is the case. Because obviously we were looking at him as well. Obviously, Dad, I know you're a big fan of him. But yeah, as Don says here, please know he loves him.
Listen, I haven't seen too much of him, to be honest. I've heard that he's a good player, and I'm right. You know, I know he's come from Wimbledon. So I'd say that you know. But the thing is, I think with him, I think I'd said it to you, Tyler, that I think he wants first team football, mate.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think he's necessarily going to get that.
Yeah, it will be hard.
At the moment. You know, he's got a lot of potential and stuff, and maybe like Huddersfield, especially now because they ain't got that guy in there.
Yeah,
and they've got, you know, they're going to be. I think I don't sound silly, but I think they're going to be panicking a little bit with the signings. They're just going to be thinking, right, let's go and let's put more money in. Then they're just guarantee. You know what I'm saying? Because they need to improve the quality of their squad. Yeah, they've got most of the players, but I think like that Pippa go. You know,
yeah,
you still got Nichols and that, but I don't think you've got much going forward, really.
No.
You need goals, mate, to get out of this night. Yeah, you can have, you know, tight defence, but it might not work out. You've got a different manager now. If he starts playing attacking, you're going to get caught on the break. You ain't got nothing up front, I don't think.
No. Like they're not strikers that are going to get like 20 goals, are they?
If he starts and he gets, you know, we'll see if he can make that step up. It sounds like he possibly could. They need players like that. You just don't want to leave it too late. We've had, you know, and you notice with some of the signings we've made, they've been on our radar for a little while. You know what I'm saying? So we try, all right, we can't get you this time. We'll come back. We still like you. We'll wait. We'll see what, you know. And they might have said, look, I really want to, you know, play, but I can't, the money. Just, you know what I'm saying? They go, all right. You know, they keep interested in them players. Unless they obviously go somewhere. But look at some of the players that we've signed over the years or whatever that are doing bits, you know. Stacey, even Justin. Justin, he was our own player anyway. But yeah, let me saying, what else was it? Lynn Downs has just signed for West Ham for 12 million. Where they him on loan?
Yeah, trust me, that guy looks like Souček, bro. I thought it was Souček. Do you know what I mean?
You know, there's a few players like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously, Jack, Birmingham fan. I'm not sure if we'll do another masterpiece against Luton. Hopefully not. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, you know, that is first game of the season. Like I've predicted it before, but
well, this is another
good.
thing.
Very good.
Yeah.
Good game to start off. Go on.
A lot of people were expecting, so it's easy. Birmingham, that's it. They're done this season. I still don't think so. I just think they just keep grit. You know, no matter what, they just got going through a turbulent time. You know what I mean? But I don't think they'll go down this season.
No, I don't. Like I've said, they've done one step better, in my opinion, getting rid of that manager. You know, it needed to happen. When I don't watch them week in, week out, obviously, but you know, Harry was telling me they put, I don't know, one of their players in wing back or something when he was a winger or something stupid like that.
He's known. Bogey's known for doing that. Like I do what I want. Mate. You know, he's just
not bad. Yeah.
But anyway, we'll see. But there's other teams that ain't even sign players or.
Like I've said, I'm pretty sure they've done some decent signings that their fans are quite happy with. So, you know, they're doing more. Do you know what I mean? They're doing more. But yeah, we have to see. Yep, I saw that. You know, I'm not going to say too much, but yep, I did see that. You know, we both saw that. But yeah. Sources come from, has been very accurate with us, obviously, about the Rudini thing. Fair enough then. Fair enough. And then big up Hayden, obviously Leicester fan. He says hi, big up yourself. But yeah, let's get on to dropping a quick score prediction for Northampton next Saturday. I was actually going to try and go to this one, but I've had to get a new card and it still hasn't registered yet, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, score prediction, Dad. Obviously, Danny Hilton is going to be playing against us. It's going to be a bit mad. And you nearly got today's right. He's closer than me.
What did I say?
You said 1-1. I said 1-0 to us.
I went 3-2 as well, yeah.
3-2 us.
Yeah.
You reckon Danny Hilton will score?
Yeah, 100%. We'll probably let him score. You know what I mean? No, I'm pretty sure if he plays, he'll of course he'll want to score. He'll be looking to get on in the end of. You know, the defenders might not go in that hard on him or whatever. You know, he'll get a bit of space. I think it'll be an entertaining game. I'm not going to look too much into it. But I think we'll have too much to beat them.
Yeah.
I do think if he's playing, he'll probably score. Yeah.
Fair enough. So 3-2. I'll back us to win as well. I'll go 2-1. I think they'll score, but yeah, I think we'll do it. But we'll see. You know, like I said, obviously we're not going too much into it as it is only pre-season games. But yeah, like we said before, the one that we probably will go a little bit more into is obviously West Ham. Briefly, a little bit more. But yeah. Jack says we had Bella and Grainham, is that it? Wing back, and they were wingers. Yeah, that's what he was telling me, especially about Bella. But yeah, I'm at work now. See you soon. No, that's all right, mate. Big up yourself. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, let's get into the next bit we're going to talk about, which obviously is one of the signings that's been announced. Obviously announced a few days ago now. Luke Freeman signed for Luton Town. Obviously, Nathan Jones said he's looking at a left-footed midfielder and wanted one, and he is the guy. Obviously, he has been training throughout the whole pre-season with us, but obviously it was announced before we flew out, the day before. But yeah, Dad, I'm very happy about this signing. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, he's got a lot of experience. He's good age, 30. Because you know he's played in the Championship quite a few times. For the more established British clubs, if you like. He's got that good experience, and he has got that. I feel it's more attacking. I think we wanted the left footer in midfield because you could see some games it's a bit one-sided the way we were playing, sort of thing. And we need that sort of other option. But with someone with ability, you know, like same as Snodgrass, who still might stay. You never know. Yeah. But it depends what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? I think that's more. I don't think it's necessarily down to money. He's probably made his money. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Snodgrass probably will sign though. But yeah, I'm happy with Luke Freeman. We was after him before. I think we couldn't afford him for whatever reason. Probably wages at the time. Yeah, he's a decent level signing. You know, I think other clubs would probably be interested in him. It was between him. I think we was trying to get Hooverhan as well. He's like a year older, but I think they're probably both similar players anyway.
Yeah, for me,
Hooverhan was a bit overrated, and he ended up going Derby anyway, did he?
Yeah, Derby. Yeah, very surprised about that.
Yeah, so no, I'm pleased.
Yeah, no, definitely. I've seen a bit of him. Obviously, experienced player, like we said, and some of the crosses he delivers, right? But I think he is going to be maybe the main set piece taker going into next season. Honestly,
yeah. But that's another thing. Yeah, you're right. We needed a bit more of that because I think it was mainly just like Bree last season, and he started getting stick, didn't he? And then Naismith
exactly.
A little bit Lansbury, but you know, Bree was pretty decent in the end, but we need someone else as well for when he's not on the pitch. So there's, they've identified the weak areas, or not, the areas where we were lacking a little bit from that season, which can potentially get you these goals or get you the draw that you need. I think, you saw that when we signed Snodgrass. You started adding that little bit more clinical ability, putting it on someone's lap so they can score, their head so they can score, and that's what you need.
Yeah, exactly.
At this level, definitely. And if you just signing them, pretty much for that, then that's what it is, isn't it? But yeah, it's good. It's a good, strong signing.
No, absolutely. I'm very happy with it. But yeah, we'll go into a little bit like we have been. So obviously the 30-year-old free agent, been training with the Town since they returned for pre-season. So obviously what I was saying 10 days ago, obviously at the time, and has now agreed a permanent contract following his release by Sheffield United at the end of last season. Freeman made his debut as a 15-year-old for Gillingham, which is just crazy, before landing a move to Premier League giants Arsenal, who loaned him to Yeovil, where he played alongside and under player coach Nathan Jones as well. After joining Stevenage permanently in 2012, the former England under-15 and under-17 international made over a century of appearances for the Hertfordshire club. Then another 100 plus for both Bristol City and QPR before moving to Bramall Lane. With opportunities limited with then Premier League club, Freeman joined Nottingham Forest on loan in 2020 to 21 and played 25 times in all competitions before a one-match loan at Millwall last season prior to his Blades exit. And then obviously this was what Nathan Jones has got to say about the signing. Luke is someone that is established at the level. I've coached and played with him at Yeovil. Then he did well at Stevenage, really well at Bristol City, and then QPR. Yeah. And he's someone... Did you want to say something, Dad?
No, I'm just listening, mate.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying something. He's a fantastic character. And just quickly, if you do want to say anything, just feel free to butt in.
Yeah, cool.
He's a fantastic character, and a really good technical player, a left-footed, energetic midfielder who is attack-minded. I've tried to sign Luke on 2 occasions before, so it links to what my dad said earlier. Wasn't able to do it, even though he had a real desire to do it on both occasions. I just couldn't quite get there. To have finally got him is a big thing. He's come in to train with us. He is fitted in. He's provided his fitness and had a real desire of wanting to play for Luton, so we're excited by it. We've had Robert Snodgrass and Drewsbury Hall, obviously. Mm-hmm. They've done really well for us as left footers, and sometimes they're at a premium. So we're delighted to have got it done. We've added another real good one. Obviously, a picture of him there.
I want that pool table, mate. You've seen it. That's what he's leaning over. It's a pool table.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just thought it's the bloody floor. I'm not even going to lie. And then when you properly...
What was he doing? Doing a press-up or something then?
Well, I thought he was, yeah. I didn't look at it properly. Yeah, no, fair enough. But yeah, that is pretty good. Freeman has had more than 400 career appearances to his name. And after completing his medical at the... How do you actually say that, by the way? The training ground?
Brash.
The Brash. There we go. He said
Brash.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a difficult one sometimes.
Brash.
The gaffer has asked me to come down here, and I jumped at the opportunity too. I've really enjoyed my time so far. He also says, hopefully I can add to the quality that is already here. The gaffer and the staff have done an unbelievable job over the last few years. So hopefully I can help the team move in the right direction and maybe go one further this year. And then on his relationship with Jones, we've often kept in touch over the years. Me and the gaffer, as I've now got to call him, it is good, to finally sign for him and hopefully be a part of this quality side. And obviously, welcome to Kenilworth Road, Luke. So yeah, like we said, very happy to sign in. Experienced player, like we said as well. And Nathan Jones makes a good point. when he, says about the premium, left footers. It is
Yeah.
very difficult to find them sometimes. So yeah, like you mentioned, the ones that we've had more recently have done well as well. Snodgrass, obviously when he come up to match fitness, and then obviously Drewsbury, I don't really need to say too much. So yeah, is there anything else you want to say about the signing, Dad?
No, just big up. It's good.
Yep. No, absolutely.
Well,
yeah, no, definitely. A news flash, he says, interesting signing. Yep. No, absolutely. And yeah, that's enough said about that signing. So yeah, obviously we'll move on to the next signing that was obviously announced this week as well. Obviously there was a lot of speculation the night before as well, and that sort of thing. But yeah, obviously the next signing, Carlton Morris, another player we've got from Barnsley as well. And yeah, there was talks that it was 2 million. Obviously, Luton come out and said undisclosed fee, so we don't actually know exactly how much it was. I see a lot of people going on about the price. But what did you make of this signing, Dad, when it was announced?
Sort of, yeah, another one come out of the blue. Bit like the Woodrow, really. It just come out of the blue, and then you know then that they've obviously been keeping it under wraps, and so that's the good thing. Apparently he's a very good player. He bullies defenders. Obviously he's worked with Woodrow, and they both scored a few goals between them, as I said before, when they reached the playoffs. Then they lost their manager, didn't they?
Yeah.
But they'd be able. I think he was injured in the first half of the last season. But he come back and he still scored, I think, 7 goals.
7, yeah. He played 25 games last year.
Yeah, and they were
28. Sorry, 28.
Yeah, and they were appalling last season.
Exactly.
So he looked strong, and it obviously, like I said, it's worked with Woodrow. It's a very good signing. I'm not bothered about the money. Yeah, obviously we wouldn't have got him for nothing. We'd have had to pay probably quite a bit. They probably wanted quite a bit. But his contract probably run out next, in the summer or whatever, so they couldn't bar too high. There's probably some add-ons in there as well. But let's see what he can do. I think we needed someone actually strong. I know Adebayo's good at holding it up and stuff, but he did get fouled quite a lot. We need another focus, someone else who's strong, someone else for other teams to think about. We've got to deal with him as well. Can you imagine? I think he's 6'2" as well. I think he's a big guy as well. You know what I'm saying? So if them two are on form, Spencer's are going to get annihilated. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's a clever signing. Do you know what I mean? It's the type of player we need. And again, it's from, you could say, a championship club, because they haven't actually kicked off in League One yet. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not like, whereas before we'd be looking at the lower, and we're thinking, well, they don't necessarily step up already, but this guy's already proved that he can finish in the playoffs with the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can score important goals, etc. So again, it's an improvement. Great signing.
No,
and
absolutely.
I don't know. I don't feel that it was 2 million, because normally, because that'd be our record fee paid for a player.
Yeah.
And normally they'd come out and say that they wouldn't keep it under wraps. I don't think. When we signed Sluga, that come out.
True. Yeah. Good point.
I can't remember if they said it was an undisclosed fee, but I think it's pretty well known that was the price. This is different. So we've probably paid maybe the same, but there's probably a lot of add-ons. i.e. if we get promoted or he scores more than 20 goals a season or something like that, or you know what I mean? If we sell him in future, then they'll have 20% or whatever. There's probably a lot of that because we do that ourselves. So if a club asks us to do it within reason, then we're going to be doing it as well. You know, you can't go no. We only us do that. Works both ways. So I think there's a lot of that. Obviously, he wants to be playing at championship level as well. You know, they've seen that Luton have got in the playoffs, both him and Woodrow. That they obviously like that time under a decent manager who then left. They've both got that back again, and like I said before, with a better squad, a better team. So it all makes sense. That's what I'm saying. It's certain signings, they make sense, and we keep doing that. So yeah, I'm really pleased.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I'm very happy. It's another addition to the attack, and yeah, it's a good one because I remember when Nathan Jones said as well. Obviously, we've got other attackers, then Morris as well, but remember he said at times we were a bit, in a way, reliant on Adebayo as well.
Yeah, we was.
Yeah, it's facts. Like, you know, look at the playoff second leg semi-final. He's injured. You know, people, including myself, you know, wanting him to come on straight after half time. I remember. So yeah, no, it's really good signing. I'm happy with it as well. And yeah, like you said, you know, he's looked at what we've done and he wants to be a part of it. And I honestly think he'll do very well. One of the many players that's going to do very well. But big up Harry. Do you know what I'm saying? He says, "Evening lads, hope you're both well. Just got to 1K. Big up yourself, mate. Big up yourself. Obviously, he's been doing YouTube for about 9 months, like he said here. And yeah, mate, you've been smashing it. I'm not going to lie, you've been absolutely smashing it. So big up yourself. And yeah, obviously you will be getting the monetization now. So well done for that. But yeah, let's go a bit more into this Morris signing. You know what's been said here. The 26-year-old has completed his permanent transfer from the Yorkshire club after finalising his medical before flying out to the Hatters Slovenian training camp. Cambridge-born Morris began his career at Norwich City. Was part of the Canaries FA Youth Cup winning side of 2013 alongside former Hatters midfielder Cameron McGeehan. He made one senior appearance for Norwich but gained valuable experience during several loan spells at Oxford United, York City, Hamilton, Academical, Rotherham, Shrewsbury and Milton Keynes.
Academicals.
Bloody hell. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was going to say something, but I'm not saying
that. You need to read
saying I'm disrespecting them. It's from a season-long loan at the latter that he was recalled in January 2021 to make his first permanent transfer signing for Barnsley. Norris netted 7 times in just 7 starts as the Tykes burst into the Championship playoffs in the second half of that 2020 to 21 campaign. Bloody hell. Eventually losing at the semi-final stage to Swansea. He missed most of the first 3.5 months of last term through injury. So there you go. But returned in mid-November to net another 9 goals, and he departs Oakwell with an impressive record of 16 from 33 starts and 22 substitute appearances. See a picture of him there. The former England under-19 international was delighted to complete his move to Bedfordshire, saying, "I'm really excited to get started. I've played at Kenilworth Road a few times and it is never an easy place to go. I'm happy to be on this side of it now because I want to be at a place where I know I'm confident with the squad that the gaffer is building. This is going to be a place where no Championship club wants to come next season."
Definitely.
Yeah. And after suffering relegation to League One with Barnsley last season, he added, "I'm hugely grateful for the opportunity to come back to the Championship. I really want to challenge myself. I don't just want to coast through my career. Football is a short game and I have to put myself to the test. I'm incredibly excited for the season ahead. I think Luton fans and us as a team will be really excited at the prospect of what the season can bring. And then Nathan Jones is what he's got to say. This is a statement signing and we are excited by it. We wanted to add real quality to what we already had in the squad, and Carlton does that. We identified him a long time ago and he had a really good game when he played against us, which rubber stamped that we wanted him. No one has seen the best of Carlton Morris yet, and we believe we can get the best out of him. He'll add to the pace and power that we have, so it links into what you said earlier. He's got good pedigree and experience for a 26-year-old, but he can still develop. He'll give us great options up front, and with what we have now, we believe we have as good a strike force as any in the division. Totally agree with that. Everyone at the club has worked tirelessly, and we are delighted that we have beaten off several others to get him because we had real competition from other championship clubs. I thank Gary and the board for getting this through because it shows the ambition that we have. We don't want to rest on last season. We want to be better. Exactly. And that links into what I was saying earlier, and what we were saying, about how I want to push on from last season, So yeah, and then obviously just welcome to Kenneth Road. Picture of him there. He's loving it. He is loving it there. But yeah, anything else you want to say about the signing, Dad?
No, it's just, like I say, very good signing. I'm just excited for this season.
Yeah, exactly.
Really
like I said in the title, so looking forward to this season. Even the West Ham friendly, I'm buzzing to be going to it. Be at the front, and it'll be good. But yeah, there you go. That is our thoughts on the two signings. Obviously, the game today as well, and then a preview to Northampton. Dad, is there anything else you want to talk about before we wrap up?
No, that's it.
There you go, people. That is episode 47 of the Hatters Show done. Dad, obviously you do music. Where can they find it?
Dazzy D Mixcloud. I'm going to start a YouTube channel where I can upload my music from my own personal collections, some old school stuff, things like that. The younger parents of my age, then they might appreciate that. So check that out. It's soon to come.
Yeah, no, definitely check that out. And what I'll do when he does make it is I'll try and put that out of the channel in the title. So then you lot can just click on it from that, like I've done with obviously other channels, with matchday vlogs and that sort of thing. But yeah, obviously there's a link in the description as well to one of your mixes. I'll put that in the description. So check that one out, people. That'd be much appreciated. And yeah, don't forget to smash a like on the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you are new with the notification bell on so you never miss an upload or a scheduled stream. Subscribe to my other channel as well. Link to that is in the description. Turn the notification bell on for that as well if you haven't already. T-Boys TV Extra. And yeah, if you want to follow me across any of my socials, link to them are all in the description as well. And yeah, until next time, which obviously Hatter Show will be next week. Not sure of any other content as of now. We will see you lot in a bit. So big up everyone. Take care and peace.